Hello, welcome to all you Sagittarians. This is your monthly horoscope for August of 2021. I almost said 2022. It's already going quite fast. So, what is going on during the month of August? Well, actually, not that much, and certainly not for the Sagittarians. In general, of course, don't freak out and don't say, hey, my life is just put upside down and whatnot. But these are general horoscopes, and in general, it's a pretty good month for the Saggies. It's a pretty enjoyable month with a bit of a focus on your work. But other than that, it's certainly not the month that your life is going to change. And that's not necessary, is it? So the first week is the most challenging because the first 8 days of the month is going to be Sun and Mercury activating which are in Leo, which is a fellow fire sign, that are going to square up to Uranus and Saturn. So that is going to give some tension between the old and the new. You know, the Saturn-Uranus square has been going on for quite a while. For you, that Saturn there in your third house of your communication and the way that you speak and the way that you plan things, and that is squaring up with Uranus in your sixth house of your day-to-day work and trying to renew your work in a way. But that all goes a bit with pushing and pulling. And now what really is activating that again is your ninth house. So the house of travel, the house of... so if you're traveling during the first week of the month, it could be a bit tricky there tricky in that respect. It's not horrible. It's not the end of the world, but it could be some delays or some restrictions or, you know, some waiting at the airport or things like that. So when you are aware of that and when you say, hey, I just go with the flow, I know there's a bit of friction there, it doesn't have to be that hard. And there's a reason for everything, right? And if you go out from that perspective, it can all be quite okay. The same for your perspective that you have in life. It also studies, you know, when you have some exams during that period of time, it could be quite, you know, pushing and pulling and not too forceful and not too little and not too much, that you have to be a bit juggling it all together. But other than that, so travel, studies, connections abroad, international, if you sell or buy stuff internationally, there could be some complications there. Also on a philosophical level, there could be some insights that you're having, but they're kind of, you know, you're kind of rigid. Am I going to take that if I'm you're with one leg in an old belief system and with another leg in a new one, you know, that kind of thing. It can stress people out, but it's not the end of the world. Now, what else is going on for the Saggies? Well, as I said, quite a big emphasis on the top of your horoscope, which is work. Now, Venus is going to be in Virgo as up until the 17th of the month. So that's very, very nice for new job that you are looking for, applying for a new job, falling in love at work. Or just a female, or it could be a male but with female qualities, that is helping you out in your work area, because that Venus makes a ton of good aspects and trines during the month of all of August in that house of work, but also in your connection house, as from the 17th and onwards. Venus will be in your connection house, and that's very good for socializing, you're gonna get really you know, a bit more it's a bit more flirty, it's a bit more enjoyable, airy, talking with people, social, a bit more busy, you could say. And if you have your own business, Venus in the 11th house as from the 17th is getting more money as well. And yeah, because it's the second house from the 10th house, it's a money house as well. And then Mercury as from the 12th also comes into your 10th house of work. So definitely your focus, if you do work, and Mars is there as well. So if you do work, there is definitely opportunity for new starts, definitely opportunity to put a lot of energy there. The sun will be there as well at the end of the month. So quite an emphasis on that, and not so much on, you could say, relationships. Although, of course, it's the North Node and South Node are transiting there. So it's at the background. It's a bit more at the background. A lot of Sagittarians has gone through a lot lately with those with the South Node there in those in the first house, right? Which is all about decluttering, so to speak, and which is all about preparing yourself for some new relationships. And that's definitely going on, certainly for those of you who have early degrees from 0 to 10 in Sagittarius or in Gemini. They're gonna feel that some new connections are going to get formed there, because you're changing as well, you're transforming as well. Having said that, I wish you a very good month. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good time. Bye bye.